And boop. Oh god, it is Cosmo on there.
It's like the game knows.
It's like it knows.
Alright, it says you're live.
Good.
Hi, everybody, we're back. We're back after how long?
A month, at least.
On SSL?
Yeah?
Oh, wow.
Because
Even...
SSLs were nights. And I couldn't do nights, barely.
Yeah,
and when I did have nights, I did art.
Yeah.
Because that was all my brain could handle.
Oh, wow, somebody's getting raided.
Huh?
In Grotto, they're playing Detroit, or they're playing RoboCop Rogue City. Oh, they picked up a Spaz 12.
Oh my god. Discord doesn't like it when I stream. Because then you become a robot for some reason.
Oh, no.
It's only when I stream the game to Discord. Because it happened with, Hi-Fi Rush as well.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, and Hades! And I was trying to remember what we did last time, but I just remember it was the girlfriend's route.
Right.
Really? Who did it?
It wasn't me.
It was me! Well, I made my water into tea water.
Yay. We'll see. We got a 30-second ad.
The ad ended and then it came back.
I don't understand it. This is gonna be so weird watching this on the stream on... I actually have it on my desktop, and I also have it windowed out on Discord.
Why?
So that way I can monitor chat.
Alright. Well.
But yes, welcome back. We are back, people.
We're back.
Oh, it's been far too long. Okay, and we are starting the bitches route tonight.
We're starting Cosmo's route.
Or today, depending on which part of the world you're in right now.
But I still have to suffer through Cosmo's route. Is this route gonna change my opinion of him in any way possible, shape, and form?
Oh, sure it will, my petit chauffeur.
Shut up. Alright, new game time. No.
Yeah.
Don't re-enter my name.
Yes.
This is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events are entirely coincidental. Do you want to skip the prologue? Yes.
Of course.
There's no choices in it. Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Midterms.
Yeah.
Oh boy. June. As the calendar turned to the next page and my light freaks out, we switched to our summer uniforms. It had been...
Your light freaks out?
Yeah, it freaks out sometimes. It flashes.
Oh, no.
It's either freaks out or whatever spirit is living here. I had been so desperate to get used to high school life that April and May had just flown by. We got mail.
We got mail. I don't know how I've missed that sound.
Oh god, already it started! He knew! Kazuma knew! There you go.
Chizuru, it is I, Kazuma. The sweets you delivered unto me yesterday tasted fairly nice. I suppose that sometimes commoners' tastes are not bad either. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying also.
Let's choose it.
Yes.
Wrong
No.
response.
No need to play innocent. I speak of the sweets you left on the desk in the student council room. Do not tell me it was not you who left them there. Then, who in the world did?
They give you one guess who did.
I
Do we know? Chat, do we know?
don't think chat knows.
I have a feeling. Do you know?
Listen, it's been a while since I've been exposed to this properly. You'll have to forgive me on that.
Do you want me to say it?
Sure.
It's Soji!
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
That 100% makes sense, and I think there's actually an email saying that.
Oh.
But I don't remember if it's from Soji or Saito. Fuck you, Okta.
There we go.
Oh yeah, the buttons! Masaki, please.
You goddamn right.
All of that will be teasers on what's gonna happen later.
Oh lord. Okay. That breaks me already. Fucking hell.
Well, there's a stream moment right there.
The soundboard incident.
We're only at 7 minutes in and we've already got a stream moment. I think this is a new record.
Lately, I think I finally made a place for myself at Hakuoki Academy. Of course, it was a school full of boys, so I still felt a little out of place. Oh yeah, I just remembered. Who the fuck was the third person?
It's me and Mage.
No.
Oh.
No, who was the third girl that enrolled into Hako at the end of the last route?
Haruka.
No, Haruka's like 21.
Yeah, well, Haruka.
Age her down. Haruka. She magically got younger.
I mean, sure.
Actually,
I mean, for the majority of, I know for a fact that there have been, people in their early 20s, that would portray teenagers.
yeah.
A prime example of this is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Seriously, Amy Jo Johnson was 23 whenever she started doing that.
Jeez.
I know.
Anyway.
Anyways.
But thanks to how reliable my friends and teachers were, I was living a fulfilling life at school. 2 months had passed since I began high school. It was a clear and sunny June morning. It's not about to be that way for long. When I arrived at school, things felt off from the moment I entered the building.
I wonder why.
Just after I climbed the stairs and turned into the landing. What?
Best boy! Ah!
I collided with someone rushing around the corner and ended up falling on my butt.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yukimura, sorry. I told you not to rush, Yamazaki. Are you alright, Yukimura?
I looked up and saw 2 faces I recognized. Saito-san was holding a textbook under one arm. He held out his hand to me. I'm alright. I grabbed his hand, trying not to overthink it, so he could pull me upright. Thank you for that. I'm sorry, Yamazaki-san. I wasn't being careful. As I bowed deeply to the 2 of them, I noticed the second-year textbook had fallen to the floor. Huh? Isn't this your textbook, Yamazaki-san?
Oh, did I drop it? I didn't notice. Arigato.
Something was off. Yamazaki-san's eyes had kind of a glazed look, with noticeable dark circles beneath them.
I empathize with that. Seriously.
That was me the entire month of October, and I'm still suffering from it. Besides, the sun looked unusually tired, too. This seemed...
I have no idea since both of them are highlighted.
Are you not sleeping enough?
Yeah, I was about to say that. God damn you.
What? You look tired. Are you getting enough sleep?
Well, it's not that. It's just how it is right now. It's no big deal. Right. The real struggle is when we will begin in a week or so.
Huh? They smiled bitterly and then turned away, as they did. Their gaits seemed uneven. They had said it wasn't a big deal, but it certainly didn't look that way. I wonder if they're okay. I was getting more and more worried, but I didn't have much time left before homeroom. I hurried off to my classroom without saying anything else. Since I had arrived that morning, the sound of students chattering filled the hallways. The hallways outside the classrooms was especially lively, maybe because classes hadn't started yet. I had gotten to know my classmates over the last 2 months, and exchanged greetings with them as I headed to our classroom. On the way, I spotted a couple of familiar faces in the distance, and suddenly stopped in my tracks. Hesuke and Okta.
Hey.
They were both second years. Why were they waiting in a first-year classroom? Waiting by a first-year classroom. It would be time for homeroom soon. It's a 50-50 shot, man.
I know. I was gonna say call out to them, perchance.
Call out to them.
Hey, 2 for 2.
Hesuke! Okita-san! I called out to them while waving. Here they come! Both of them noticed me and immediately came over.
Yeah, cheese it. Yeah, cheesing it. Good morning.
Morning, Hesuke. Did you guys just come back from practice?
Yeah. We've been working like dogs all morning.
They were part of the kendo club, which more often started in the morning. On days when he had morning training, Heisuke and I couldn't walk to school together. I felt the tiniest bit lonely when that happened.
Aw.
But I was also happy to see him devote himself to his training. But why are you guys here? These are the first-year classrooms.
Oh, that's, the thing is, we were just passing by. Why not be honest? This guy came by because he was worried about you. No, not cool, Soji!
Fuck you, Okta. Worried? About me?
Yeah.
I blinked in surprise. Heisuke sheepishly rubbed his head and mumbled.
I mean, you're surrounded by a bunch of guys, right? I mean, I'm worried that they might pick on you or something.
No, I'm alright. I've made a lot of friends in my class these past few months.
There you go. Yeah, here he comes anyway, worrying his pretty little head off about you. Pretty stalker's vibes, if you ask me.
Fuck you, Okta.
Who would call a stalker? I'm not anything like one.
I found myself smiling at Okta and Heisuke's banter. Banter. Anyway, guys, I think the bell's about to ring.
Yeah, you're right. Well, we'll probably see you at lunch later.
Lunch, right. After seeing them off, I doubled back to head to class. After entering my classroom, I took out my textbook and notebook, getting ready for the day's lessons. The bell rang as soon as I'd finished, and the door opened right after.
I just said that. Alright, take your seats, guys. Homeroom starting.
Everyone rushed to their seats as Harada Sensei came in.
Stand up! Alright, morning, you guys.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
Alright, it's time for attendance. At least that's what I'd normally say, but it seems like everyone's here. Raise your hand if you happen not to be here.
You can't raise your hand if you're not here.
Alright, who's not dead? Sound off.
Ibuki sounded exasperated as he spoke. I laughed a little despite myself. Harada-sensei sometimes joked around like that during class. He really was a friendly, kind teacher.
Now then, you all started school 2 months ago, and now that it's June, and now it's June. That being the case, though you might already know this, but our school's midterm test starts in 2 weeks. Make sure to study thoroughly, you guys. Put up your feet and slack off, and who knows what ill horrors you might be tempting.
Harada-sensei smirked as if he knew something we didn't, and oh boy, does he.
Yes, he does.
A horse?
If you're thinking this will be the same as the test back in middle school, well then, you're gonna have a bad time. As you all know, Hakuoki Academy has a teacher who's much more compassionate about education compared to much other schools. Rumor has it they call him the Hakuoki.
Passionate about education, meaning it's Hijikata-sensei, isn't it?
Well, so it goes. Following a certain teacher's suggestion, there will be penalties for students who get low test scores. Those who score 50% or less in a subject will receive a special homework assignment and must clean all of the school's windows. What?
The more
Wait, did that pick
Huh?
I don't think that picked up. What?
It did, actually.
Okay.
The more Harada-sensei explained, the paler everyone in class went.
30% or less lands you with cleaning the corridors on top of the additional homework. And below that, oh, the punishments are gonna get extra special.
Special meaning...
Below 20% means doing a problem set,
God
getting the
fucking
school
damn
year,
it.
and a week of additional classes.
Motherfucker.
It was me!
I know!
You thought that might have been some mage in chat, but it was me, Dio!
I have the chat open. I can see that it was you that made me drink water, sir.
I had to do it because of the meme. You thought it was somebody else in chat, possibly mage, but it was I, Dio.
If I'm correct on this, and I don't remember if I am correct, but I think Kazuma's voice actor is also Dio.
Oh, fuck.
I think.
That explains a lot.
Are they also blonde?
Anyways, I already read this line, so somebody could... That was... Sorry, but it's already set in stone. You don't like it? Well, just study your ass off like there's no tomorrow. I don't think anyone in here should get lower than 50. You got nothing to fear if you study, right?
I recall what had happened that morning while listening to Harada-sensei. That probably explained the state that Saito-san and Yamazaki-san were in.
Aren't they also in Hijikata's class?
No. They have, Nagakura.
Oh, right. Well, I was
That's
gonna say...
Well, they probably have him for classical literature.
Class lit, the most boring thing in the school.
According to Soji, anyway. Who tries...
Speaking of whom,
Why? He's
I said speaking.
not even here!
Yeah, and we do it all the time. It's like, whose fault is it being? We just pick a person that's not even in the room at the moment and blame it on them.
I didn't mind studying, but I didn't love it so much that I'd subject myself to doing the extra homework. What would he do to me if I got stuck in supplementary classes? Ibuki's face was drained of all color as he hung his head. My son!
I don't think he would put you in the doghouse since you're already out there anyway.
Oh, Jesus.
Midget!
I'm just saying.
This was going to be difficult. I should brace myself. The midterm tests would begin the week after next. I had thought that June's hardships were over, but the real battle was lurking just around the corner. After morning classes had finished, it was finally time for lunch. Was I worrying too much about the test? I felt kind of weird. Anyway, I should go to the cafeteria for the time being.
Grabbing my chicken fried rice.
Okay. Heisuke and Okuta were probably waiting for me. After quickly putting my school supplies away, I headed for the cafeteria.
Da, 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 da.
For Hakuoki Academy students, there were essentially 3 ways to get lunch. Some
I got
students,
my though.
some students brought a bento from home, and some bought bread from the school store. But the most popular option by far was buying a meal from the school cafeteria. Wow. The school lunches were all delicious and affordable. It was no wonder they were so popular. But they're not cheap enough for Ibuki to actually afford a lunch.
No. The poor boy.
My son. I usually brought a bento, but sometimes I didn't feel like having one. The cafeteria was so popular that it was jam-packed today as well.
Hey, you there! Line up properly. There are plenty of meals to go around. Hey, don't you argue over the rice. Remember your manners and share.
The beloved school chef, Inoue-san, was managing the cafeteria, as he should. It looked like he was doing a good job sorting the students out as usual. Heisuke isn't here yet, huh? I'd get in the way if I just stood and waited. What should I do?
Your knight in shining armor.
The moment that thought crossed my mind.
You're in the way. Move.
Huh? A voice rang out from the other side of the crowd. Immediately afterwards, the mass was split in two. Imperious as ever, the figure which emerged was... Kazuma. Amagiri and Shiranui pushed away annoying students left and right, creating an empty clearing in the otherwise crowded cafeteria.
Jeez, for us to meet here of all places. How serendipitous. As I thought, there is a strong bond between us. Don't you agree?
But,
Really? You go to the same school. Wait, huh? I'm
okay?
trying to... Yeah, I had a brain fart. Really? You go to the same school at the same cafeteria. Wouldn't it be weirder if you two didn't see each other? It is strange, now that you mention it. That you never encountered each other until here today is quite the mystery. Doesn't sound like much of a bond to me. No matter. Whatever the peanut gallery says, rest assured that our meeting here today is definitely kismet. As such, I will handle providing you your lunch. Go on and order whatever your heart desires.
Sorry, my brain still went back to the live action SSL.
I was wondering when that was gonna come up.
It has to come up here because fucking Cosmos Fruit. Oh god, the scene in the cafeteria. God.
So, what do you two think of my? What do you think of the decorating I did? No, you don't have to answer. I know that it is absolutely gorgeous, as I am.
Huh?
What's wrong? There's no need to hold back. Even if you want everything on the menu, I won't mind in the least.
That's not what I'm worried about. At any rate, treating me to so much is unfair to you.
Whatever. Oh, that modesty of yours is such a virtue. However, I insist. It's fine. Or is it something else? Does the cafeteria food not suit your palate?
That's not the case at all. It's delicious. It's just that...
Hey, what is this? A funeral? Let's go, Grandma!
That didn't come through. What the fuck did you say?
What is this, a funeral? Let's go, Grandma!
Oh, okay. The number of people waiting for food was growing, even in the time it took me to object. The other students couldn't get in line, probably because we stuck out like sore thumbs. The people who were stuck around us were getting angry.
So angry they couldn't hear him over the Discord call.
What should I do? I was so conflicted that I could feel tears starting to pool in my eyes. Then, our
You again, Kazuma?
other knight in shining armor.
The cannon boy.
not cannon boy. Poster boy. An
Same thing, different.
An ear-splitting yell descended upon us.
Just what do you think you're doing harassing a female student in the cafeteria? Can't you see she's about to cry? Ha! How ludicrous. You say that as if I were the one who drove her to tears. You said it, Amagiri. You say it, Amagiri. Well, I could say we never intended to make her cry in the slightest. Then why is she holding back tears right now? Ugh. And why is everyone packed like sardines in here? Out with it.
That's been a while since you voiced Hijikata.
Yeah. My wife has been simply driven to tears by gratitude for my superb generosity. As for the cafeteria itself, it just so happens to be crowded today. To falsely accuse a single student of responsibility is unbefitting of a teacher such as yourself. There's a suspicious clearing around you and only you. You put two and two together, get fish, and it can only be your fault.
Did you say get fish?
Yeah, if you were to take one of those twos and mirror it and then stack them on top of each other, it looks like a fish.
Oh, Jesus Christ. These two always fought like cats and dogs, and the whole school knew about their awful chemistry. Who doesn't have awful chemistry with Kazuma? Sparks flew the moment they met, and it only grew more and more intense from there. When I saw Hijikata-sensei coming earlier, I thought everything would be sorted out. It had relieved me from the bottom of my heart. But far from improving anything, the situation seemed like it was only going to get worse. What do I do?
Break them up?
Break them up. I was a bit scared to intervene, but if I didn't do something, they'd go right on inconveniencing everyone. Summoning my determination, I took a deep breath, and called out to them.
You blithering idiots!
Hijikata-sensei, Kazuma.
Look, Hijikata, your quibbing has even annoyed my bride now. If you so much time to kill that you stick your nose in others' love lives, why don't you leave and eat whatever it is you have for lunch? I'm assuming it's gruel.
The people around here are...
Before I eat, I wonder if I should eliminate the nuisance in the room first. I could just see them in their classic, like the old style attire, about to draw their swords.
Yes.
Oh wait, don't get it twisted. She isn't married to you, and she isn't going to anytime soon.
Listen to what I have to say! Dumbasses.
Basically.
Anyway, let's get out of here. I forcibly grabbed both of their arms and dragged them out of the cafeteria.
Why didn't you just grab him by the ear?
No, that's Haruka. I think Haruka only taught Chizuru as much as to just get them the fuck out of there. Don't you know that making such a racket bothers everyone else? My heart was still pounding from how loudly I'd yelled. And I'm sorry if that came off weird to the mic. I changed the volumes again. But when I looked back at the cafeteria, the traffic seemed to have smoothed itself out, thanks to the odd Cosma-shaped clearing vanishing.
You're absolutely right. I made you anxious without meaning to because of my fight with Kazuma.
No, I'm sorry as well. I think I was a little too aggressive back there.
What are you whispering about there? Hijikata, don't stand so close to my wife. Give her room to breathe. It seems like you finally understand the position you're in. Now, with you more at ease, I will permit you to eat with me, wife of mine. As expected of Kazuma, just as the situation was derailing, you righted it back on course. Toot the sweet. Toot sweet. And that impresses you. Why exactly?
Amagiri and Shiranui joined us outside the cafeteria and started getting involved. But I wanted them to stop it, not play along with it.
Hijikata, you've gone quiet all of a sudden. No more retorts then? If so, then leave my sight. Nothing you can say will interfere with the love between me and my wife. You no good little... Hijikata's irritated, but he's putting up with it. Now that is the response of a decent adult. As triumphant as Kazuma may feel right now, I do wish he would reflect upon his childish behavior. And you wonder why the counterparts that I have in mind for you to betray him?
I'll give Shiranui points in Hakuoki proper. We never see him again after Kyoto with Kazuma. I think. That's something really important that you should tell him directly. Ichikata-sensei may have been holding himself back right now, but he looked close to exploding.
I cast Calm Emotions.
And so I...
Please ask me next time.
Please ask me next time.
Because I promise someone else feels like it goes toward the bad ending for this route.
Huh. I wonder who would have it.
Hanukkah.
I mean, I feel like that's an option for somebody, but I don't know who.
Anyways.
Things would never be settled at this rate. I needed to express myself clearly. Kazuma, I'm very sorry, but please ask me again next time. After I told him that with a bow, Kazuma fell silent for a while. Huh? Why are you making that face? Kazuma?
Fancy music again.
Yeah. God, it should have been a host club. This fucking music. This fucking music host club is just...
It's too good.
Yeah. But also, I laughed my ass off the first time I heard this theme associated with Kazuma.
Chizuru, you can't take back those words just now.
Just now?
Do you intend to play dumb? You clearly mentioned that there would be a next time. Of that, I'm certain.
Fuck.
In other words, although it is impossible today, you will definitely eat lunch with me when you are next available. Whatever else could you possibly would mean by that anyway?
What? I didn't mean that at all.
Yukimura, the rest is up to you. I'm going now.
Bitch, did you just leave me? Hijikara!
Go! Please don't go!
Hijikara-sensei, please wait!
Whatever I say will only be twisted into something else entirely. And it's a waste of time for you to associate with him. If you don't like him, then simply don't meet up with him. Unfortunately, we don't really have a choice since this is his route.
And we go to the same school.
Also, yes, but mostly the first one.
Hijikata-sensei turned and walked away, leaving me in Kazuma's company. I suddenly felt hopeless.
So, when is this next time you speak of my petit chauffeur? Shall it be tomorrow or the day after? However, if you so desire, I will not protest to it being tonight.
Excusez-moi?
Pardon-moi.
That wouldn't even be lunch anymore. What should I do? The moment I thought that a lifeline came in from somewhere I didn't expect.
Kazuma, you can't expect her to say yep after asking her so suddenly. Women have things they gotta plan around, yeah?
Standing next to Kazuma, Shiranui snuck me a wink. Oh, thank God!
This is why you deserve a route.
Yes! Ow!
Isn't it? So a man's job to anticipate the other's needs and wants? For starters.
For starters, I hit my hand on my fucking armchair. Ow.
Don't ask questions like, what should we do, or what would you want to do when you have no game plan, man? That's just lame. I believe that the more specific your proposal, the easier it will be for her to accept it. Are you currently working out a strategy? Very well. I have already obtained a promise, so let us withdraw for today. Chizuru, once you have decided upon a date for our rendezvous, do inform me right away. Au revoir, my petit chauffeur.
It's not a rendezvous!
I did not hear that.
Oh my God, chat, that stream did. I lost sight of their retreating figures and my shoulders slumped. Until now, I had several opportunities to talk to Kazuma. But talking to him wasn't the same as getting him to understand me. He hardly ever did anyway. After that, when I returned to the cafeteria...
Hey, You're late, Chizuru. Lunch is already about to end.
Okita-san, Heisuke, I'm really sorry. It looked like they'd been waiting for me, so they hadn't eaten anything yet.
Anyway, let's hurry up and line up. My people set is gonna get sold out.
We hurried to line up in the now shorter lines. I managed to get a meal set. Then the three of us talked about the midterm tests while we ate until the end of our lunch break. Oh boy. Then, as the days went by, the older students who already knew how severe the penalties were grew more and more desperate.
I feel like I just got cucked.
What?
The whole time I kept expecting to have be able to speak Fudanese, but I never got it.
Alright, we got mail.
Though I find it incredibly unlikely that you will forget your promise to eat with me, there are still those rare times when verbal promises alone are not sufficient. Thus, I do you the honor of writing you an email. Well then, my wife, have you decided upon the date of our rendezvous?
God, you pick.
I don't know. That's how
Alright, tell me when to stop.
Completely. Okay, think about it.
Wrong answer.
Oh. Very well. However, do not keep me waiting for long, my petit chauffeur.
Oh, God. This be a good time to save.
Yes.
Yep, new save data, thank you.
Dare I do it?
What?
Dare I do it?
Dare do what?
This. Let's see. Which one?
Which one what?
Oh, just looking at my characters.
Seeing them made us first years grow more anxious as well. The strange tension that enveloped Hakuoki Academy just kept growing stronger. And then 7 days until the midterm tests.
Yes.
There we go. We've been studying for our tests day after day. Harada-sensei scanned the class from his podium, seeing how exhausted we all looked and grinned.
Looking good, you guys. Looks like you all finally understand how harsh our tests are.
What does he mean, looking good? This is just agony.
Yeah, but lesser people would have given up by now. Now, it's not like I don't get what you're going through, okay? Just think of this whole thing as a rite of passage. This is just what you signed up for whenever you rolled into a Hakuo Academy. There's no turning back now, so just do your best.
What he said was absolutely correct. Everyone lost the will to argue and fell silent.
6 days until the midterms.
That day, I ran into Kazuma in the corridor unexpectedly. Naturally, Amagiri and Shiranui were shadowing him all the while.
Chizuru, less than a week remains until the testing begins. Are you studying properly?
I gotta point out Shiranui in the back with the one fang. Adorable. I am. I'm working at my own pace, but it's going fairly well, I think. I could have asked him how he was doing, but had the distinct feeling that I didn't need to. Why, you ask? He looked like the very picture of calm, what with a self-satisfied smile spread across his face.
The way that these students grow so flustered over mere high school tests is truly unsightly. Don't you think so, wife? No, because high school students are bound to freak out over high school tests. You say it's unsightly, I say it's just normal. Kazuma, if we're not to depart soon, you will be late for your next lesson. Yeah. Whether or not I attend any classes, there's not a single thing that the test will cover that I won't understand. But, very well. Let us do the teachers a favor and go for today. With that, I bid you farewell, my petit chauffeur.
I was left standing alone in the hallway, overwhelmed as Kazuma swaggered off with an arrogant look on his face.
5 days until the midterms.
Ohayo, Saito-san.
Oh, Ohio, Yukimura.
You still have disciplinary committee work in the mornings, even though we only have 5 days until our midterms? That must be rough for you.
No, it's important to accumulate knowledge on a regular basis in order to study properly. So I see no point in panicking just before a test.
Just what you'd expect from Saito-san.
However, all sport and culture clubs ought to have their activities suspended for the duration of the test. Since Heisuke's not with you, he must be late. That's one strike against him.
No, he's on class cleaning duty this morning, so he must have arrived before me.
Is that so? You know, come to think of it, I think he passed by here a short while ago.
When I looked at Saito-san more closely, I could see the dark bags hanging underneath his eyes. On the surface, he looked as dignified as ever, but his grip on his pen looked a little shaky. Perhaps he was staying up late studying too.
4 days until the midterms.
That. I was studying in my room.
I better get the button.
I was studying in my room on Saturday when my cell phone suddenly rang. Okta? A message with a picture attached as usual. Let's have a look. He was making a peace sign at the camera with some puzzling-looking plushie hanging from his hand.
I want a toy that I think you'd like. I'll give it to you in class soon.
Fuck you, Okta.
What kind of taste did he think I had? Moreover, I can't think of anyone else who'd mess around like this before a test, even if it is a Saturday. Look at him acting like a hot shot. I think I died. Someone gave me that plushie that Okita has in his hands.
Don't be giving me ideas. 3 days until the midterms.
Oh, you'd have to have that thing commissioned, because I don't even know what it is. Sunday morning. He's ready every single time. I decided to do a little sweeping by my front door, just for a change of pace. That was when I saw Heisuke stumbling onto the road. Heisuke? Are you okay? Dark bags beneath his eyes were something else. His hollow stare was devoid of life. He looked so exhausted that he couldn't even walk straight.
The virgin falling asleep. I'm running a lap around the block so I can stay awake.
But if you don't sleep a little, you won't last until the test.
I'm not done studying yet. I'm gonna totally forget. Don't stop me, Chizuru. Don't stop me. I can't die yet. Where's our white mage when you need her?
Wait, Heisuke, a whole lab around the block is obviously way too much to...
And he's gone.
I tried to stop him, but he had already ran off. I could only pray for his safety as I watched him stagger off in zigzags down the road.
Oh no.
Heisuke.
My boy.
The good boy.
He's my boy. 2 days until the midterms.
Recess time. I had gathered the printouts from my class and brought them to the staff room. Hijikata-sensei looked especially annoyed and sighed deeply. He looked no better than the students, just as exhausted by the pretest frenzy. Is something wrong, Hijikata-sensei?
Those idiots are so tired from cramming that they slept right through my classes. Because of them, I scream my lungs out at them every morning, every time. Classes are a key part of test preparations. Their priorities are all backwards.
I see you've been hard at work too. I was pretty sure they were pulling multiple all-nighters studying because they feared prospect of being penalized, though. But I got where Hijikata-sensei was coming from, so I couldn't help but smile dryly at that.
At last, the day before the midterms.
Which means we're about to get our first
Minigame.
and CG.
Also, yes.
Finally, it's tomorrow. At the end of the school day, while I was putting away my textbooks, I glanced sideways. Ibuki sat there engrossed in his studies and showing no signs of going home. Ibuki, aren't you going home? I'd have no time to study if I did, since Serizawa-san's there. Ibuki often mentioned that name when we spoke. It seems like he didn't get along with this Serizawa-san person. He looked like he'd been driven into a corner, so I made sure to show him a smile. Best of luck. Yeah, you too. He gave me a little smile and then dove back into his textbooks as if he were clinging onto his desk for dear life. At that moment, I noticed my phone vibrating in my pocket and pulled it out. A message notification popped up on my screen. Oh, it's from Osen. Osen is my friend who attends Shimabara Girls High School, which wasn't too far away from my academy. Chizuru, are you going to be okay for the test? I can't take it anymore. I just want to run away at this rate. But after we get through midterms, we definitely need to hang out. I see. They're having midterms right now, too. Shimabara is a sister school to Hakuoki, come to think of it. I will survive with your moral support, Chizuru-chan. Jeez, Osen. Having read her message, I decided to reply right away. What should I write?
I have no idea at this point with Kazuma's route.
Concentrate on studying.
Ah.
Don't try to escape reality. Send. We have to concentrate on our studies now. I told her that in a reply, and after a little while... Chizuru-chan, you're too serious. Well, I should study for tomorrow. I messed that one up. My chest tightened a little. I'd probably make it up to her once the tests were over and done with. Having decided that, I left the classroom. Don't try to escape reality as we play a game about high school romance. Thanks, Mage. It's true, though. I was halfway to the entrance and had just turned around the corner of the hallway.
Where are you headed, Chizuru?
Kazuma! Kazuma appeared out of the blue and blocked my path. I stopped walking out of necessity.
He didn't appear out of the blue, he appeared in white.
Fuck you. I was about to go home.
Hold it. Before you go home, Can I hear your answer for your promise the other day? You haven't fulfilled it yet, and I think I've waited long enough.
What promise? Oh, he didn't like that.
I cannot believe my ears. Do you mean to say that you've forgotten all about a promise that you yourself gave?
Oh! At his biting words, I finally remembered. During my lunch break the other day, I said that we'd have a meal together another time. Or something along those lines, at least. Kazuma, I know I said that then, but it's not like I agreed to...
That was tantamount to consent. Now you turn me away after have taken this long?
That's not...
If you confess that you said if you confess that what you said that day was, say, a lie you used as a stopgap measure, then that's simply how it'll be. I'll back down with no further complaint.
I actually took a step back, what? Kazuma...
There is no principle in being unreasonably forceful. I will simply keep on extending you invitations until you've given me your consent once again. It says assent, but I feel like consent is a lot better.
I think... Maybe I was the one at fault for misunderstanding the way he put things. With Kazuma having backed down, sounding regretful more than anything else, I was at a loss for words. Yeah, I am also at a loss for words on this one. I worried myself sick before I even started speaking. I wasn't lying before.
Then it was inevitable that we would meet here. This is a precious opportunity. Let's go out.
Bitch, did you just get closer to me? Oh, thanks, mate.
Oh, he's looking at you, kid.
I need the water.
Yeah,
Or,
especially with what's been going on here.
what did that mean?
The bitch got closer.
Oh yeah, that's right. What? Kazuma grabbed my arm like he was about to walk off with me in tow. I shook my head in a panic.
Your body says no, but your eyes say yes.
Fuck off. But I can't. I have to study for my test today.
Did you not hear what I said, wife? As my bride, you need not trouble yourself with such trivial matters. Besides, your body may say no, but your eyes say yes.
God damn it.
Fulfilling your promise with me takes priority over such a trifling affair, wouldn't you say?
I can't. It's the first test since school started, and there'll be penalties if I get a low score.
What? Are you scared because you're stupid?
I wanted to take a stand at the way he said that. But I didn't have the confidence nor the heart to say why he was actually smart.
Where's Hijikata?
Where's Hijikata?
And there's no way around it. Let us be off, my wife.
Kazuma started walking in the opposite direction down the corridor while still holding onto my arm. Where are you taking me?
Shadow Clone Jutsu!
Just where was he going? Oh.
Why do I... Oh no.
Kazuma?
Is this the shrine?
Why did you bring me to a place like this?
Behold. Oh, a foolish question. It's obviously so that no one may interrupt our time together. Plus, look at the shrine that I've built in your honor.
I like how we just watched one episode of the live action and that's all we get from it. That's all we're taking away from the fucking shrine that is the council room. Thanks, Kazuma.
No one can enter the student council room without my express permission. There's no need to be so tense. It's the only two of us here, so don't be so stiff.
No, it's more that I'm so tense because it's just two of us.
Never mind that now. Come a little bit closer, you're my kind of woman. You can leave everything to me. There's a particular song that I was thinking of because of that line. Why are you playing the romantic music?
There. For all your needs.
I can't wait to kill you. I'm saying that as your senior, I, the student council president, will tutor you. You should be grateful.
I am grateful, but you're way too close. For some reason, I ended up being tutored by Kazuma in the student council room that he led me to. Although I had frantically protested against this while he was peering into a textbook.
Concentrate. Pay no mind that to petty distractions. We'll be doing some practice questions. Try reading them.
I don't think that being too close to Kazuma... I didn't think that being too close to Kazuma counted as just a petty distraction. But my studies were definitely more important. The first one says... Oh, great. 彼は優しかったらしい.
You understand the Ranshi structure, right? Try translating it.
It means to have the appearance of. So the phrase means it seems he was gentle.
That's it. This confirms the tense of the principal and subordinate clauses. It can be the source of careless errors too. Wait, are we still talking about the lesson or what's going on in the room right now?
I see. Here, for all your needs and purposes, again. I gotten serious at some point without realizing it. Kazuma gave a satisfied smile at that. For the next question, Saesureba means... I thought it meant if one is made to do this, but that didn't make sense.
I'll give you a hint. This part isn't a causative passive expression, but used for establishing a condition.
With Kazuma showing me the way, it immediately came to me. So, Saesureba has to mean the same as long as, right? So, this can be translated as long as you're humble. I think it means something like you'll be an upstanding person if you're humble.
That's my wife. You'll get full marks.
I'm not your wife.
No need for the modesty. There is no other woman as worthy of being my bride as you are.
I'm not trying to be modest or anything. He was sticking way too close to me, but we managed to study in earnest for a while. I did feel grateful at the very least, so I made us some tea. You know, the way you explain things is very clear and easy to understand. Thank you very much.
If he gets to the point to where he's about to be forceful, you just tell him to not touch your no square, and if he doesn't oblige, then he's got to be a very dickish person.
What the fuck?
There was a little bit of Dragon Ball abridged in there.
Oh my god, you're right.
You just sit down with him politely and you tell him not to touch your no-no square. And you think that'll work? If it doesn't, then he's probably a dick.
It was a bit surprising, but Cosmo was very helpful and caring. I felt like I discovered a new side of him today.
But, of course, did you fall for me all over again? Whoa, whoa, buddy.
I said nothing in response to his overconfident question and took a sip of hot tea. He really could have been so wonderful if he were just a little more modest. A little?
But that's just part of my charming personality, don't you know?
I swear, like, everybody else sees it, but I can't see it.
No, I mean, I see it for what it is.
What?
Basically the same way you do.
Thank you. Thinking that, I decided to ask him something that had been on my mind for some time now. Here's the question, though. I want to see what was changed from the original version of his route, because I think they changed it in the remake. Anyway. Did I read this line?
Yeah, thinking that I decided to ask him something, yeah, I think you did.
Okay. Kazuma, don't you need to prepare for the tests? Up until then, I'd never seen Kazuma doing anything remotely resembling studying. There was no mistake he had to be clever to act as the student council president, but still.
Oh, it is no more than a mere high school test. It'll be so easy for me, so I don't even need to take it.
He was as composed as ever. I said to him,
I don't have any clue. We're in uncharted waters right now.
I know, we're in uncharted waters.
Don't let your guard down?
Don't let your guard down.
Okay, so I'm good with this shit, but the email ones, I'm just... No. I'm just no.
Though I've no doubt that you're a clever person. That was exactly why he shouldn't let his guard down. I think it's when you're most confident that you have to start bracing yourself. Kazuma made a bitter face.
You sound like I'm a giddy. Lecturing me like that. I know that much.
I'm sorry.
Hey!
But contrary to what he was saying, Kazuma unconsciously broke into a smile.
Nonetheless, it is important of a duty to a wife to rebuke her husband as well. Really do have a promising future.
I told him so many times that I couldn't be his wife if blah, blah, blah. I told him so many times that I couldn't be his wife if I wasn't even his bride. After that, we studied for a bit again, and before long we ran out of time.
Oh, since this is a rare opportunity as well, I will walk you back to your home. I can only imagine how thankful you are.
I ended up smiling ironically at the way he spoke like his usual self, but I nodded without complaint. Thank you so much for today, Kazuma. Really. Thanks to him, I surprised myself with the amount of progress I'd made on my studying.
Aside from thanking me, show me the fruits of your labor. I look forward to seeing how you may meet my expectations.
I nodded firmly at him. I'd put my everything into tomorrow to repay him the favor. We let him walk us home,
We don't get to see it,
but
so
we let him walk us home.
that I'm pretty sure that Hesuke just looked outside like, hey, there's cheese in it. Why is he with her?
Silently staring daggers at Cosmo, and Cosmo's absolutely oblivious.
Yes!
Finally, it was a test day. Yeah, mail.
We
Oh,
got
I
man.
wonder who.
Oh, my wife. It is the first examination of your high school career, and so it seems that the commoners are at the peak of their attention. However, do not be concerned about this, for you see, I have personally tutored you in your review. And of course, you will not do anything that would sully my reputation, yes? I'll be fine? God damn it! Oh, that's good. It's good that if that is the case, but don't let your guard down. Don't forget to do one final review.
Did he just spit our words back at us? It was
Is
time.
this a good time to save?
A little bit further in, once we're in the classroom.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
It was time for the real thing at last. I studied as much as I was able to, but I still felt a bit anxious. I felt nervous as I passed through the school gate. The tests have finally started. Kazuma tutored me on a lot of material in the end. My amount of knowledge had unmistakably increased. With all the tutoring I got, I should at least get a grade that wouldn't put Kazuma to shame. Now we're gonna save.
Yeah.
Boop, boop. Look at the last time!
Yeah.
It's well past a month.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
Alright, minigame time. Ooh. Okay, what are you asking me this time?
Alright. The 3-letter acronym for a non-profit organization
Is
is it's NPO, duh.
is it really?
I mean,
Ah!
non-profit.
Ah!
No,
It's getting
I
flash.
mean non-profit organization, NPO.
Okay. I was
Now then.
scared.
Next question.
No.
It
Harada, okay.
route.
What does
Does
Harada do
do
the
the
first
first
time to stop the protagonist from what?
Crying.
It's B! It's B, isn't it? I think I remember this correctly. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was an Edo. Oh, now I wonder what Kazuma would have said. Oh no, math! Help me!
So it's hold on. So we've got
I pass.
15 minus 6. You gotta take care of the parentheses first, so that is 9. And then there's no exponent, so it's multiplication division. So that'd be 9 divided by 3 is 3.
3.
So and then addition. But since you're adding a negative, you might as well subtract.
1?
So it would be -1.
Huh?
You're essentially, let's see,
But it's a 3.
oh no, it would be 1. You're right.
Haha! I'm not as dumb as I think. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Why is it near the death card?
Yay!
See, sometimes I'm not stupid with math. What is it?
don't
And
know.
oh fuck. Oh no, this is.
It's a route with him.
However, this is talking about the original route, which I don't know. Because it was route with the protagonist.
When the protagonist reaches Edo. No.
Goryokaku. Oh god.
What? Abandoned
Item does.
she?
Oh. Okay. Okay, hold on. It's D. 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 Fuck off, Cosmo.
It had the Makoto.
Makoto on it. Yes, it's D. Give me, please. Go away, Kazuma. Go away, Kazuma. Yeah! You know why I know this? You know why I know this?
How?
Because they took that scene from Kazuma's route and gave it to Chizuru's personal route.
Wow.
Which
This
is why...
the last question, isn't it?
Yeah,
This thing means Hakuoki.
This is
What else would it be?
No, hold on. I know.
Hatoful boyfriend?
Hatoful boyfriend, which is the it's that game where everyone's a pigeon or a bird.
Oh wow, Pigeon Simulator.
And then we have Amnesia and Code Realize. Oh, wait. Was Code Realize even a thing?
I don't know.
Was it a thing in 2014, Code Realize? I feel like this was edited to be way more fucking obvious than it should be. I feel. If it's not, I'm dead. Okay.
Let's see. Code Realize. Guardian of Rebirth. But we're not interested in that.
Code Realize, the original game, when did it come out?
For the PlayStation Vita in 2014.
Oh, they came out. Oh, okay.
That was the Japanese release. The North American and European release was 2015.
What was a Hatoful boyfriend? I think it's the winner. If that's the one I'm thinking of, anyway.
Yes, it's a Pigeon Date Simulator.
Okay.
It's an interactive... Oh, it's a Japanese doujin soft otome visual novel in 2011 for Windows and OS X, in which all the characters other than the protagonist are sentient birds.
Caca! Anyway, wow! A particular question appeared just where Cosmo said it definitely would.
Oh, wait a minute, hang on. You said that wrong. You did not say that right. It's supposed to be...
Oh, God.
You knew that was coming.
No. I didn't. So when did Amnesia come out? Was it also 2011? I want to say it's 2011. Thanks to him, I finished my test on a high note. Then, several days later, this is different. After checking the posted test results, I paid a visit to the student council room full of vim and vigor. Wait, vim? Are we in Maine?
Actually, that's the name of a soundtrack in Kingdom Hearts 2. It's one of the boss music.
Oh my lord.
It's called Vim and Vigor.
But I was just saying vim because, you know, vim.
Oh, Vim Pop Factory.
Yeah. Thank you, Fallout 4. Kazuma ushered me into the room and fixed me with a look of triumph.
Decent. Don't you have something to say to me?
I do. It looks like my studying bore fruit, and I got a great grade. I also got away without getting any penalties.
But of course, you know who is to thank for that, I presume. Of course!
I got a grade that was higher than I was capable of getting before, and it was all thanks to Kazuma. My heart was filled with gratitude, and I bowed my head deeply to him. Thank you so much, really. This was thanks to you. This was all thanks to you, Kazuma. As Kazuma nodded at me with a hum of approval, appearing next to him were...
You guessed it.
And I'm a giddy. Amagiri and Shiranui, both dumbfounded as they stared upon our exchange.
Are you alright, Yukimura? Did Cosmo get a hold of a weakness of yours? You can tell us the truth if anything happened, and we'll help you, yeah? He threatened you, didn't he?
Why don't you two have roots? The both of you.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving their counterparts actual redemption arc.
Ah, yes. But I might have to borrow something. Because you gave me ideas.
Yeah.
Because I'm having a harder time with one of these two fuckers. Thanks, Mage.
Here's looking at you, kid.
Can you guess which one I'm having more trouble with than the other?
Probably Amagiri.
100% Amagiri.
Shiranui is so easy since he's like he pretty much puts all of his cards out there.
Shiranui only appears in like really two routes, which is Harada's and Ryoma's, and he's literally separated from the other two, so we know where his loyalty stands.
Yeah. You utter asses, just what do you think of me?
Seeing
That's
Cosmos,
a flash, yes.
seeing Cosmos' face twist into an annoyed glare at these two worrying over me. I let out a droll smile without meaning to.
No matter. More importantly, I will see to it that you will really fulfill that promise. Okay, so I went and looked at it, and Amnesia is another Otome game, and it was released in August of 2011 for PSP, and then a fan disc in Japan. Amnesia later was released in March of 2012, another sequel titled Amnesia Crowd, April 2013.
Yeah, don't worry, I have it. It's on the list at some point.
Promise.
Yeah, but after SSL, we're doing Seven Scarlet.
I mean, yeah, SSL, like, back to it.
Promise.
Don't play innocence, my petit chauffeur. You declared you would share a meal with me beforehand, because this chicken fried rice is clearly getting cold.
Oh, I felt Kazuma was, how to put it, an extremely persistent person. I understand. I'm indebted to you, and the tests are over as well.
Hey, hold up. You serious? Don't say anything you'll regret. It's in your best interest for you to retract that statement.
No, I don't. Their concern for me had the opposite effect, and I ended up feeling flustered. Boys! I love you, but you're also the worst in this situation. It seemed that I would need a fair amount of time to make them understand that he hadn't threatened me. The tests were over and the results have been announced. Oh boy.
And we got mail.
You got mail. Oh! Saito.
Yeah, it's Saito. There's something I wanted to ask you about today, so I'm sending you an email. The truth is, Soji and Heisuke have been coming more and more often lately. Do you have any idea to help them avoid being late?
Oh god, I don't remember the answer.
I don't remember them either, so, spin the wheel!
Maybe you should give them more strikes.
That's what it landed on, and we didn't get anything off fucking course. Strengthening the penalties, huh? Well, I didn't want to do it that way, but it might be the only shot.
The tension on campus was gradually dissipating, and everything was going back to normal. After school, once the test results were announced, while I was trying to leave through the student exit and go back home.
Who should appear?
No, not yet.
Kondo-san.
Was that Kondo-sensei just now? He had gone around the back of the school. When I saw that, I stopped walking. There wasn't anything over there, so where was he going? I thought it was kind of mysterious, and so, egged on by my curiosity, I jogged after him. I went deeper behind the school. I never set foot back there before. The moment I caught up to Kondo-sensei, he stopped in his tracks. What was this place? Towering in front of me was an old gate, and my eyes widened. To think there was something like this here, right on campus.
Oh, Yukimura. How come you're here?
I'm sorry. I saw you heading this way, and my curiosity got the better of me.
Oh, so that's what it is.
Kondo-sensei gave me an understanding smile and turned his gaze back towards the gate. The old wooden door was shut tight, looking like it hadn't been opened in a long time. It had been 2 months since I began studying at Hakuoki Academy, but I never knew this was here until now. Kondo-sensei, what is this place?
Ishii Hall. That's what it was called, at least. There used to be a swordplay dojo here by that name.
Used to be.
Aye. As you can see, it's closed now, so no students go here. No one goes here. But I've no doubt that the teachings of this dojo are still being passed down. That's what I believe.
There was this look in his eyes, almost as if he were dwelling in a time far removed from the present. I got the feeling that this must have been a very important place to Kondo-sensei.
I always come here whenever I want to return to my roots. This place is... Ishii Hall is Hakuoki Academy's starting point.
Kondo-sensei fondly rested his hand on the place I figured the sign must once have hung, and his eyes closed in nostalgia. Ishii Hall. I mouthed the words to myself, tested the way they felt. That name, I felt like I'd heard it before. Kondo-sensei studied me as I thought about it. He smiled as he began to speak once more.
Yukimura, looks like the sun is about to set. Don't they think it's time for you to head home?
That's true. It's already so late.
By the way, I heard from Toshi. Looks like you got some magnificent grades this time around.
Hijikata-sensei said that?
Aye. You are the most talented woman in the history of Hakuoki Academy. It is truly magnificent.
Thank you very much. Take a shot every time she says that.
I would, but I drank all of my tea already.
Kondo-sensei's cheerful words didn't contain a single line or a hint of flattery within them. He made that casual remark as we were walking away, and it made me feel a bit embarrassed.
It's a student's duty to study, so I want you to continue trying your hardest. But, of course, I don't mean just in your studies. If you also have fun while living your everyday life at Hakuo Academy, then that would make me very happy as your principal.
I returned his nod as he smiled and then glanced back at Shie Hall just once. He had called it the school's starting point, but what did that mean? Questions along those lines came to mind, and I couldn't help but wonder at such a mystery. Anyway, I would do my best from here on out. I smiled in high spirits. Yeah.
Yay! 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 Now, this is gonna be interesting. Would you not agree, my wife?
Oh, God. How about right here, we take a breaky break?
Yeah, we'll BRB, chat. I gotta get something to drink. She's gotta do other things as well.
Yep.
We'll be back, chat.
I gotta stand up.
Yep. Nah, I just have to wait for her to get back, chat. I'm the first one back, I think.
Hello.
Hello.
I got a mint.
Hey.
It's like a soft mint.
Oh.
I don't know how else to describe it. Does that make any sense?
Ah.
I'm gonna guess it doesn't make sense.
I mean, I kind of understand what you might be talking about.
Good.
Oh.
Okay. Back to SSL.
Yes.
The days passed in the blink of an eye. Our first term had ended and it was already August. In other words, it was what everyone was waiting for. Summer vacation!
Each episode.
Oh, Lord. Not the cicadas! One day in the height of summer, while the cicadas were vigorously droning on and on and on and on and on, I got mail. Who is it? Harada-sensei.
It's Hanada. Is now a good time? Though it may be a little early for this, our school will soon set a schedule for parent-teacher conferences. Your situation is a bit unique, needless to say. Could you ask your father about his schedule when you can? I don't know when my father will come back.
That's your choice?
That's what I'm thinking, yes. Ah, fucking figures. And please contact them through the phone or some other means. The parent-teacher conference will go smoothly. Plus, it'll give them a reason to return. So maybe you'll be able to enjoy some long overdue father-daughter time together.
Nice.
You clearly don't know her father that well, do you?
Absolutely not. No, not in the slightest.
Ah, there it is.
Huh?
The cicada sound.
Hi, cicadas. My friends had invited me to go shopping with them, and I arrived at the square in front of the station. Though I might have gotten here a little too early. I looked around as I waited for the appointed spot, but I didn't see my friends anywhere. It was only me and the shimmering heat haze rising from the asphalt under the afternoon sun. What should I do? As I murmured to myself and reached for the phone in my pocket.
Hey, wait up there, little lady. Why don't we find ourselves a cafe to hang in if you're free?
What? I suddenly heard someone and felt a tap on my shoulder.
Sup? It's just messing with you. I thought you looked familiar. Turns out it was you after all.
Shiranui?
Who else would it be? What are you doing at a place like this? Thought you must have been waiting for someone to hit on you, so I went ahead and called out.
Hit on? I did feel my heart skip a beat when I heard his voice. But when I realized it was someone I knew, I let out a breath I didn't know I was holding. I'm just waiting for my friends. Are you by yourself today, Shiranui?
Yeah, I thought I'd go clothes shopping for a bit. I can't take my time with the Cosmos around after all. And Amagiri's fashion sense is too, well, you know. So, it's no use taking either of them for an opinion. Going at it alone is much easier.
The three of you certainly have different tastes when it comes to things like clothes.
You got that right. I mean, I like leather and silver accessories and stuff like that. And they just don't get it.
Seeing and given over-the-top shrug, I found myself smiling naturally. Come to think of it, this might have actually been the first time I'd ever talked one-on-one with Shiranui. Should have had a root. After we chatted for a while, he casually glanced at the time.
Uh-oh. That's right. You said you were waiting for your buddies, weren't you?
Oh, right.
There's still some time left, right?
There's still some time.
Finally, that option gets selected. Um,
They should be here soon, but I still have a few minutes before we said we'd meet up.
well, there we go.
It seems like I arrived a little too early.
Yeah, look at you, taking things so seriously. At times like this, there is such a thing as being fashionably late, you know.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, take it from me. Alright, too early, and you make the other person feel really guilty, right? Oh, I see. I do recognize some merits to your opinion there.
Oh, so this is where you were.
If that's the case here, Nelly, I trust that you'll have some reason for skipping so many student council meetings as well, no? Oh, what are you talking about? My reason is that they're a pain in the ass. Simple as that. Why should I have to hang around Cosmo even during my precious summer vacation? Oh! I have been looking for you, Shiranui.
Why are you wearing a uniform?
I told you it's because his sense of fashion is... Well, that. Also, Amagiri?
Amagiri, why are you here?
We have a special student council meeting today, but Shiranui was nowhere to be found by the time it started. So I have been searching for him since. Now then, let's be on our way. You know how Cosmo gets when he's in a mood. Yeah, that's why I'm out here, you doof.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Hey, wait a minute. I was just gonna buy some clothes.
and he's gone.
He's gone. He's all gone.
Amagiri dragged him away and they vanished. Oh my god. I can picture it in my head. Shinra is flailing his arms like, fucking let me go, Amagiri.
Nope, not a chance.
Ah!
Come on. All I wanted was some fashionable clothes, and you ruined it for me, you asshole!
I couldn't say anything. I couldn't really do anything but watch. Special meetings even in the middle of summer? What sort of things did the student council get up to? I don't know. As I stood there in a daze, I heard the people I'd been waiting for call my name from a distance. Ah, there she is! Chizuru-chan! Sorry to keep you waiting, Chizuru-chan. I thought we were on time, but... Osen, Kozusu! Don't worry about it. I just came too early. I laughed as I turned around to welcome my two friends. Should I lower the timer for the water because this is very long? Should I?
Okay, but first... There. Here's looking at you, kid.
Alright, let me go lower those, rewards. The things. Where is it? I will lower it to 10 minutes. Is that fair?
Yeah, that'd be about right.
Because I'm gonna need the water. Because I'm voicing this entire thing for a long while.
Yeah, I'm gonna be taking it easy for a bit, chat.
As the ads start. I'm gonna wait for the ad to be over in like a minute. Maybe.
Yeah.
Should I? Or should I just continue as normal?
It's up to you.
Yeah, fuck it, we're almost halfway there. I shall patiently wait for the timer to be gone in 30 seconds. And I've entered this accent and I have no idea why.
One, Leviosa!
What? What are you on about?
I was counting down with the timer.
Well, there's now 13 seconds.
You said 5!
No, I didn't. I said 30.
Oh, okay.
Now there's 5 seconds. 4, 2, 1.
One,
Hello.
Leviosa!
Y'all are back. Welcome.
Holla, holla, gadala.
Hope you enjoyed your stay with the ads.
Yes.
Anyway, I laughed as I turned around to welcome my 2 friends. Still, it's been a long time. I'm so glad to see you. Both Osen and I have extracurricular activities, so it was really hard to make plans. It's easier now thanks to the summer holidays. Now that we're finally on vacation, I want to meet up as much as we can, even every day if possible. Every day? If you just come to Shimabara High with us in the first place, we could see each other every day, you know? This girl is Sen Suzuka. She is my friend and a second year at Shimabara Girls High School, which is next to Hakuoki Academy. I call her Osen. She is about 1 year older than me and is very dependable. She also seems to really care about me. I will point this out that they absolutely shrunk down her size, her age. I think Sen was like 24. Even though she's...
How else were they were supposed to do it?
I know. But also, like, splitting up the main cast to be students and teachers, it's still a little weird. You'd figure everybody would be, like, student age. Like, I can see it.
It honestly should have been just a slice of school life instead of doing it the way they did here.
I will agree with everybody that Hijikata teacher, yes.
Other than Hijikata and Kondo being teachers, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, do we trust Sun? Do we trust Sun and as a student?
I was gonna say, do we have, do we also have Harada, maybe?
I see Harada as like Harada and Nagakura as a pair. You can't have one without the other. That's how I feel. You cannot separate the two bros.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like it's either they're both teachers or they're both students. No mix matchy. Even though she's the daughter of an important family, she isn't pretentious at all. She's a lovely person. And this girl is Kozusu Suzuka. She's the first year at Shimabara Girls High School, and I just call her Kozusu. Due to various circumstances, she lives with Osen's family. I guess she's her sister-in-law. I want to be more like her. She has good looks and a wonderful, straightforward personality. True, true. I told her to come to the same school as us so many times, too. Then you went and enrolled in Hakuoki Academy, which is full of boys. Well, it was her choice to make, so it makes sense we didn't have much of a say in it. Why don't we make the most of today, at least? We don't usually get to hang out, after all. Let's enjoy ourselves to the fullest. I nodded in agreement, and the two of them smiled happily. Then, first up is shopping. We walked down the street as a group with Osen taking the lead. We looked around various clothing stores. Though I chose my own clothes quickly, the other two took a long time. Somehow I ended up getting caught up in their incredible momentum and tried on a bunch of clothes. It was a little tough, but even so, spending time with girlfriends was a fun change of pace. All the stores just have autumn clothes. We're still in the middle of summer. Oops. What was that?
What was that?
I don't know. It's like a hiccup? I'll say that again.
All the stores just have autumn clothes. We're still in the middle of summer.
That's fine. It just means that summer items are on sale. Look, this one's even 30% off. Both Osen and Kozusu had brought a bunch of clothes and looked perfectly satisfied as they laughed with matching grins on their faces. As for me, I felt a little tired after trying on item after item.
I don't know if you've noticed, but it's already noon. I'm a little hungry too. How about we take a break?
I'd like to sit down and take a breather myself. Let's rest here then. Our regular fast food joint was packed with students taking shelter from the heat. We finished placing our orders and grabbed our respective trays before hurrying to our seats. We started up some easy small talk as I bit into my hamburger. What type of shoes would match the dress I brought earlier? How's the softball tournament at Shimabara? But soon enough. Summer is basically the season of love, right? It seemed that Osen was aiming her question straight at me. And I realized that her eyes were glittering with an intense curiosity as she stared at me. Hey, Chizuru-chan. You've been surrounded by guys at Hakuoki Academy since spring, so... have you found someone you like? The question was so sudden I almost spat out my orange juice.
What a reaction. Could it be you have a boyfriend?
Huh? You really have one?
Oh no!
This conversation was going way too fast, but I was still choking on my juice. If you really have one, you absolutely have to introduce him to me. I'll scope him out for you.
Same. I'll deal with him if he's a strange one, Chizuru-chan.
There's no need for that. I don't have one. But it's your summer vacation. Don't you like the sound of a summer date?
That's,
A part of me did like the sound of that, but...
let's go find some swimsuits later, so we can go to the pool before break ends.
Ah, good idea. That'd be a prime opportunity to snatch up a good man. What? The conversation progressed steadily without me, leaving me very confused, but the grin of enjoyment that had appeared on Osen's face earlier only intensified. Look at it.
Oh my god.
I'd like to see you in a daring little bikini. I couldn't wear anything as revealing as that. I couldn't even. I flushed bright red and refused. Then Kozusu chimed in.
Osen, I'm against it. I think a one-piece suit would suit Chizuru-chan better.
You think so? I didn't really know whether it would suit me or not, but I felt really grateful she suggested something more in my comfort zone.
It makes you feel more like a refined lady when you boldly expose your back and... Wait, please, wait. Still a no? I think it's necessary to be adventurous at least some of the time.
I'm not ready to go on that adventure yet. Well, why don't we go swimsuit shopping anyway?
Everyone will want to go to the pool. It is summertime after all.
I got the feeling an impending crisis loomed behind their smiles, but I firmly pushed that feeling aside. I'll choose a swimsuit by myself, thanks. Upon hearing that, the two of them smiled cryptically for some reason. I felt very uneasy.
Yeah, and you should also do this.
Thank you. Ah. After that, we left the restaurant and went shopping for swimsuits, but how do I put it? All the designs recommended to me were the kind someone's older adult sister might wear. In the end, I chose a swimsuit myself, like I said I would, but it was really hard.
I had so much fun today. Thanks for hanging out with us, Chizuru-chan. Now that we bought some cute swimsuits, we definitely have to go to the pool.
Ugh. Now this is where you say, how about next Sunday? Sure, Sunday is fine. Great, then we'll see you next Sunday. I said bye to them there, since my house was in the other direction. I was still looking forward to hanging out with them again, even though I knew Osun had pushed me to say that.
And lurking in the shadows.
Ah, the cicadas! My ears! The next day,
I'm off.
there was no one to say that to. I went out while announcing my departure out of habit,
There's nobody here!
even though there was no one else at home.
Outside, it was a summer day like any other, almost too hot and not a cloud in the sky. I'll go return that book that I finished, and then... Oh, that's right. I should do my homework after that.
I was going to head to the school library. It stayed open during summer vacation. I hadn't worn my school uniform in so long that the fabric made me feel itchy. The moment I passed through the school gate, I could hear cheerful, energetic voices coming from somewhere. I figured it was probably students cheering on their friends in some club activity. Oh, right. Didn't Heisuke and Okita mention they had club activities going on during the summer? I remembered how, before the break began, Heisuke told me I should pop in if I was free. I felt like seeing Heisuke and the others doing their best at kendo, but I wonder if I'd be bothering them if I went to visit all of a sudden. What do you think?
I have no idea.
Stop by the kendo hall.
Hey. Okay.
He did specifically tell me to go check it out. I decided to take a peek at the kendo hall. I'd head home right away if I was being a bother. As I walked down the passage, I saw someone I recognized coming from the kendo hall. My brain can't remember good afternoon right now. Oh no, brain. You have been taught this. You have been taught 3 different greetings. Which one is it? This is konnichiwa. Yes.
I thought
It's konnichiwa. There's ohayo, konnichiwa, and konbanwa. Ohayo is morning, konnichiwa is for afternoon, and konbanwa is evening. What did you think?
I believe that it is konnichiwa.
Yes. Konnichiwa, Hijikata sensei.
Yukimura? What are you doing here of all places?
He was flapping the collar of his shirt to let air in and cool off, his eyes wide open in surprise.
This is something I would not do right now since it's 62 degrees outside.
I thought I'd come to study in the library today, but I was hoping to take a quick look at the kendo club before that as well. By the way, Hijikata sensei, are you on your way back from coaching the kendo club?
Yeah, I just changed shifts with Kondo. As teacher has to supervise his student, supervise and take responsibility during club activities in case anything happens. There's a lot of particulars to it.
Kondo sensei was the Kendo Club's advisor. But when he was absent, Hijikata sensei often acted as the coach instead.
Assistant supervisor.
I'd heard that Harada sensei and Nagakura sensei also each held a Dan rank, which was like a black belt in Kendo. Everyone gathered at Hakuo Academy's Kendo Club was a real powerhouse. Everyone agreed that Hakuo Academy's Kendo Club was a real powerhouse, just by their coaches alone. And as we learned a while ago, Miki is in the Kendo Club for Imperial High.
Ah,
Yet his brother teaches at Hakuo. I don't know.
then.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, if you're going, then prepare yourself. You can feel the humidity in there, so if you stay it too long, it'll knock you out.
Hijikata sensei shrugged his shoulders and started walking off, but I called his name to stop him. Hijikata sensei, where are you going?
Hmm? Oh, the cafeteria. It's about time for Gen to prepare lunch for these guys. He still keeps the cafeteria open even though we're on holiday. I had to go out and help him.
Oh, then let me lend a hand as well. I offered my help, but Hijikata sensei shook his head lightly.
I appreciate the sentiment. But if there's not much food to make it for the club members, it still takes a lot of time and a lot of labor.
When he said that, I said,
I don't know. Sorry, I can't be of any help.
sorry, I can't be of any help.
Hey.
My shoulders slumped at what Hijikata sensei said. I'm sorry I can't help you. The truth was, I couldn't be of much help when it came to physical labor. If I just went ahead and tried to help anyway, I'd just get in the way more than anything.
Don't worry about it. It's not like you're the manager for the Kindle Club or anything. Besides, if you want to see them, then come back later. Their lunch break is about to start anyway.
Hijikata sensei spoke curtly and then left. I watched him go in silence. I let out a sigh and...
Oh, of course!
I heard a meow suddenly. I started looking around for a cat. Then a nearby bush shook and from it emerged a black cat. Of all the colors! How cute! Was this cat used to people? When I gently reached my hand out, the cat nuzzled it. I stroked its back and its eyes scrunched in happiness. Unfortunately, it wasn't long before it lost interest and ran away from me. At that moment, it turned back to look at me, seeming to invite me to follow. What's this? Does it want me to follow it?
No! I mean, yes, but don't follow it.
Chase after it!
Oh, really?
Oh, you forgot last round, didn't you? It should be okay, just for a bit. I followed after the black cat as it ran, being careful to not lose sight of it. Guided by the cat, I eventually arrived at the courtyard. I crouched down carefully so as to not startle it. I pressed against my feet before I gently stroked its back. Could it be your hungry little guy?
Meh.
I didn't have anything on me I could feed it, though. What should I do? As I worried about that. Why are you following me? I told you you're a nuisance and an eyesore.
I don't have anything to say to the likes of you.
The sound of two stormy voices arguing drew closer to me. Those voices just now. I cocked my head at how familiar they sounded. I scooped the black cat up in my arms and stood.
I saw my wife earlier. I am merely going after her.
As if. This heat's got you seeing things. Kaoru shrugged his shoulders in disgust and turned my way. Our eyes met. Chizuru, what are you doing here? Kaoru looked fairly surprised to see me there as he hurriedly put his hand behind him, as if he had something to hide. Were you looking for this kitty? I indicated the black cat I was holding, rocking it in my arms a little as I spoke. But, for some reason, Kazuma looked pretty displeased upon seeing us like that.
Don't concern yourself with such trivial matters. Release that thing at once and come to my side.
Kazuma, did you need me for something?
I do. But I'll tell you after you release that cat.
As Kaoru heard that, he glanced between the two of us, sizing us up. I didn't try in any way to move from my position, nor did Kazuma attempt to close the distance between us. This can't be it, but... Are you actually afraid of cats, Kazuma? Kaoru's lips broke into a triumphant smile as he asked. In contrast, Kazuma's features scrunched in anger at the accusation.
What a foolish thing to suggest. Do you think that I would fear the likes of this small animal?
Why aren't you approaching her then?
I just don't like cats. They're ungrateful, and on top of that, they're not all cute. They're not at all cute. I much prefer dogs. They have lived alongside humans since ancient times to assist their masters. They are devoted, loyal beasts.
You lost me there. Cats are free enough to not suck up to humans, and that's what makes them so charming.
Then why don't you like Okita?
Well, maybe guys who get pissed when things don't go their way just aren't able to appreciate that. I want to say that again. Fuck it. Well, maybe guys who get pissed when things don't go the way they want just aren't able to appreciate that. They went into a stare down for a little while. But before long, they both turned to me with an intense look in their eyes.
Pretty sure my Raichu would be getting a special attack increase due to the amount of electricity in the air.
What is it? So, Chizuru, which do you like? Cats or dogs?
Dogs in this case, because you needed mince words with your answer. Dogs have many outstanding merits, as I'm sure you know.
Why was this conversation even happening? I was at a complete loss and said, I like doggies. I like the doggos. I like cats, but I like dogs as well.
I see, so you like dogs, do you?
Well, yeah, but I said I like them as well.
Ha! You hear that?
I wasn't sure if my words got through to them or not.
Ha!
While Kaoru looked visibly shaken, Kazuma smiled and nodded with satisfaction. You would side with him over me on this?
Ha! How unsightly, you brat. She said it herself. It is an unshakable truth. Rather, it's only natural that a wife's preferences would match those of her husband's. Yeah, I've noticed that.
I'm not your wife! I rushed to deny it, but Kazuma didn't seem to care and kept enjoying himself with a broad grin.
He one-upped his future brother-in-law.
While I was in this predicament, Koda's shoulders and body were trembling. Then he raised his head. I'm preparing myself. I'll definitely make you regret that someday.
Oh, really?
You better get ready. I'll get you to see how good cats are the next chance I get. Koda!
Howdy.
He yelled out over his shoulder and broke off into a run. Oh, the black cat then smoothly slipped out of my arms and fell after him. Not the cat.
Bye. Bye. Have a beautiful time. I will have to praise to you. I'll have to you to praise. I'll have to praise you. You've done well with all the with this. All of the intruders have left.
I didn't say that for your sake.
Oh, come now.
I was perplexed by what he said, and for some reason he smiled at me.
Now, I suppose you have earned yourself a reward. What would you desire? Something summer-esque, such as ice cream? If I recall correctly, there's a popular new ice cream store that has opened up in front of the station.
But I was about to go visit the kendo hall.
Wait, what? That is much too inappropriate for an exquisite woman such as yourself to be in such a sweaty place. Besides, he is there.
But I also have to study at the library.
Nonsense. It is summer vacation. You don't need to work so hard when you have yet to have lunch. You should prioritize going out with me.
Damn, Kazuma. I mean, he has valid points. I desperately insisted that I had prior arrangements, but he didn't care at all.
If you're so inclined, I wouldn't mind helping you with your studies after having ice cream.
I'll be fine even if you don't. I went and accompanied him, albeit reluctantly. It didn't seem like I'd be able to visit the kendo club today, at least. In the end, I let Kazuma treat me to some ice cream.
Is it sea salt ice cream?
Though he was persistent in inviting me out, he ended up being surprisingly nice. We passed the time chatting about simple topics like how we spent our summer vacation. I ended up having a much calmer experience than I'd originally thought I would. Kazuma was very knowledgeable. He could be a fun guy if all we had to do was make small talk. But
instead, what does he do?
What?
Instead, what does he do?
But we couldn't stay away from topics that killed the mood, weirdly enough.
Such as?
Then, after parting ways with him, as I suspected, I really didn't have enough time left to squeeze in a visit to the kendo hall.
Oh no.
So I headed directly to the library and began studying. Mail!
Oh no. Dogs. Yes, dogs. You really do like dogs after all, yes? As I expected of my bride, yes. That a wife's taste matches her own, those of her husband's, is proof enough of the couple's compatibility, yes. So, what kind of dogs do you like?
No, Lord.
I think, okay, we're gonna start with the top option. Let's see how cute the small dogs are.
So, I think that small dogs are cute?
Yeah, let's go with it. Oh, fucking course not! I don't do well with these well, it is certainly true that small dogs would be better suited indoors, yes. But between the two, I prefer larger dogs. That being said, though, small dogs are not bad either.
At least he admits small dogs aren't bad, I guess.
They're better than cats.
By the time I finished studying and left the library, it was already sunset.
Azuma, I am going to put you next door to a house that has about a dozen chihuahuas. See how you like small dogs then.
Oh, Lord. The library had been nice and cool, so I guess going to school during summer break wasn't a bad idea. Okay, I can breathe now. As I approached the gate to leave the premises, my cell phone rang. It was a text from Olsen. It was hot again today, huh? I want to hurry up and jump into the pool. I briefly stopped walking and replied that I was looking forward to Sunday. When I checked my phone again, I suddenly felt a presence behind me. Could it be... I gingerly turned around and saw Okita peering over my shoulder. I hope your kendo training went well. I said the first thing that came to mind when I saw that he was wearing his uniform.
And this was what came to mind whenever I said the house next to a bunch of chihuahuas.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Are you just about to head home now? Be careful. Oh, look, Star's online.
No.
I wonder if he's gonna join the chat.
I don't know. It was just a standard farewell, but it still made me feel uneasy for some reason. Right. Thank you. Okita grinned and waved lightly as he saw me off. Ultimately, we parted ways and I returned home without any problems, but something about his smile had put me on edge. After that, by the time I had made it home and taken care of my chores, the sun had set completely.
Prior to that, as soon as you were about to walk through the front door, and then somebody burst over from next door and be like, okay, so what have you been doing with that guy? Huh? He's bad news, I tell you, bad.
I guess it's about time I get started on dinner.
Don't ignore me on this.
What to make tonight? I thought of what ingredients I had in the fridge, mentally preparing tonight's menu.
Chicken fried rice. Damn it. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Meanwhile, Soji Okita headed home from Kendo.
Keeping this info to myself to get a head start wouldn't be that bad, but...
The corner of his mouth lifted in a playful smirk as he fiddled with his smartphone.
It'd be such a waste to pass up such a fun opportunity. Alright, and done.
When he finished preparing the contents of each message, he sent them out, one after the other.
Oh no! Hopefully this will shake things up a bit.
Please press the button.
Alright. Hopefully this will shake things up a bit, huh?
Fuck you, Okita.
There we go. Chizuru is going to the pool this Sunday. Let's follow her. Chizuru is going to the pool? I got no choice but to go! Chizuru is going to the pool this Sunday. I'm going with her too.
Okita's going with her? Like hell, I'll let him see Chizuru in a swimsuit.
Chizuru is going to the pool this Sunday. What is the meaning of this? How did Okita come to possess this information? Everyone's going to the pool this Sunday. How about you, sir? Oh, the pool, huh? Oh, that sounds pretty nice. It's been way too hot lately. We're all going to the pool this Sunday. Won't you chaperone for us? Well, do high school students even need a chaperone? Not that I mind, though. Chizuru and everyone else are going to the pool this Sunday. Hijikata is coming too. I'm worried they'll be out of line, but if Hijikata Sensei is going too... An intriguing incident is projected to take place at the pool this Sunday. Well, well. When I hear there's to be something of intrigue, I just have to go see for it myself.
You goddamn snake!
I'll just click on that one.
Yep.
I plan to cause an incident. I plan to cause an incident at the pool this Sunday. Feel free to
stop me.
What? What kind of crap is that punk Soji trying to pull? If you'd like to prevent Hijikata from dying from overwork, you must come to the pool this Sunday. But if death from overwork might be involved, I just can't ignore it.
And lastly,
Pool this Sunday, 1v1 me.
huh? What is this? Some kind of letter of challenge? I still wonder why Ibuki answered this call. Ibuki, why did you go along with it, sir?
I don't know, but you should be drinking water right now.
Thank you.
A few days later.
A few days after that,
I just said that.
it was the day we promised to hang out together. The Sunday we were so eager for.
Each episode!
I got the mail.
Let me guess. Oh.
Hey, is Hakuoki Academy fun? This is an all-girls school, so it's hard for me to imagine an all-boys school not being somewhat lacking.
Wanna trade? I guess it's hard sometimes. I am so...
Today your choices are either spot on or not.
No. It's not that. It's the fact that whenever it comes to like
The emails?
actual choices that actually matter for the route, I'm spot on. This bullshit, on the other hand,
We haven't gotten a single one right. So, it really is like that. Please don't push
Yes,
yourself
it
too
is.
hard. I'm always ready to advise you on changing schools, you know?
okay, Osen, that's not the important factor here. The important factor here is why do I keep getting these stupid emails wrong?
I had an arrangement to meet with Olsen and Kozasu at the pool. I came early, changed into my swimsuit, and headed to the poolside. Olsen and Kozasu don't seem to be here yet. I spotted a lot of people having fun in the water when I scanned the area. But with everyone around me in swimwear, I ended up feeling really self-conscious, seeing everyone having their skin exposed like that. As I was thinking that...
Well, I better get the button.
Nah, so this is where you were.
It's the pool trip we've all been waiting for, so why the long face? I looked over my shoulder in the direction of the two familiar voices.
And all of a sudden, the button I've been waiting... Damn it, I was too early.
Oh no.
Oh, it was on send anyway, so I don't care. There we go, on the one that mattered.
Today, let's have fun, some more fun, and even some more fun on top of that until we drop.
And then we'll add more fun.
Since we went to the trouble of buying swimsuits, we should at least make the most of wearing them.
Osen was all smiles and Kozasu was sporting a fun-loving grin as well. Wow, you two look so cute. Thank you, but I think you look cuter, Chizuru-chan.
Well, you know what? That one right there is the cutest.
Huh? No way.
She's not lying or just saying that. That outfit really suits you.
Thanks.
Suzu, what are you talking about? You're the best looking one of the three. Yes, I said it.
Maybe the two of them really did think that.
There might be a bit of a bias there, chat. I'm gonna let you decide for yourself.
But even if they did, it was still incredibly embarrassing. Although, it really is a shame. I do think a bolder one would have been better after all, don't you? That's impossible. Absolutely impossible. After I vigorously shook my head, I suddenly heard someone's voice.
I swear, exposing my wife's soft-fair skin to the public is more than absolutely necessary. What an unforgivably reckless act.
I truly couldn't care less about what the two of you were. But could you stop being such a bad influence on my sister? I turned to...
I was gonna say, as soon as you stop being clingy, we'll get right on that, buddy.
I turned to the voices I heard and saw...
I gotta wait for the sparkly sound, and... I'm so glad we have this button now.
Kazu and Kaoru? Why are you here? Did the two of you come to hang out? Actually, I knew full well that the two of them had awful chemistry, so I really didn't think they would arrange to go to the pool together. When I blinked at them, sure enough, they each looked away with a disgruntled expression.
We merely met here by coincidence. To imply that I would engage in any activities with such a child is completely unspeakable.
I agree with that last part and that alone. That's why you should go away. This is our family bonding time. Just us family. So how about you don't ruin it by butting out?
But we have to discuss the... Written. The one who should be going away is you, not I. Besides, we have to discuss naming our children. I'm thinking Kazuma Jr. Or should it be Chikage Jr.? I don't know.
Chikage, because Cosmos is last name.
Right, Chikage Jr.
Chikage Jr. Oh dear lord. Why?
My loving wife massaging my feet. The little ones playing with the dogs. We'll have 6 or 7. Oh, my dear Yukimura. Strapping boys like me.
Please stop.
I'm sorry, but the parallels are there. It is only natural that a wife should be near her husband. Men would get the wrong idea and crowd her into rows otherwise, no? Man with the wrong idea, huh? Have you tried looking in a mirror? You don't even have a wife in the first place.
Huh? The voices that interrupted them were familiar ones too.
Everybody's here. I think I hit that one right on the mark. Holy shit. Oh. Escape, my boy. I'm so sorry.
It's because he doesn't talk in that one, so you don't expect 3.
Yeah, I know.
Okita, Saito-san, and Heisuke, you're here too? Why were the 3 of them here as well? I was still stunned from seeing them out of the blue when Heisuke smiled brightly at me.
Chizuru, you look amazing in that swimsuit.
In contrast, Saito-san seemed a little bit bashful as he spoke with some reserve.
If I were to express my personal opinion, I would say that you've no need to expose yourself so much. You're perfectly fine just the way you are.
Hug the Saito. Thank you?
Well, still, what an amazing coincidence. Who'd have thought we'd all be here? Maybe this is what they call fate?
Not that fate, I'm afraid. Pretty man-made for it to be fate, if you ask me. Did anybody get that joke I made? Did anybody?
No.
The fate joke?
Right, Ties of Fate?
Nope.
Oh.
Fate order.
Oh,
Because there's
right.
also a Soji in there.
Oh, there isn't there?
Yeah, and it's a girl. God, I think we have to watch Fate at some point, but I don't know how that is. Like, I've heard of Fate before, but like, I don't know how that one works.
I just know that I'm extremely interested in seeing my Saber Bay. Yes, I like Saber. Does that make me basic? I don't care.
I know nothing, so I am in the dark.
Okay, well.
How much do you know?
More than you.
How much more?
I know. Let's see. I think it's Gilgamesh. No, Alexander the Great is hilarious.
Oh lord. Anyway.
Don't get the wrong idea, Okita. The one who is bound to my wife with by the red string of fate is none other than myself. Also, Soji, I'm fairly sure you're the last person who gets us to accuse people of having the wrong idea.
The guys kept interrupting one another and ended up glaring daggers at each other again. We girls didn't know what to do, finding ourselves at a loss for words for a little while. What is even happening right now? I find it a bit hard to believe that everyone's just arriving here one by sheer coincidence.
Man, the power of coincidence, huh? I agree. What a surprise.
I looked around, feeling that something was amiss, but Heisuke and Saito-san both blatantly avoided eye contact. Perfect.
Well, never mind all that. Let's go for a swim, seeing as how we're all here. I suppose. The first choice is the rapids. No, the waterfall pool is also difficult to dismiss right out of hand. That kiddie pool would suit you bastards much better.
I wouldn't count you out either, considering your mental age. Did they actually get along or not? Everyone walked towards the pool, caught up in their respective conversations. Okita smiled cheerily at those of us still standing around in a daze at the sudden series of events. Soji!
Hey, here, Chizuru-chan. Let's go over here. Same goes for the two of you as well.
Oh, right, would that be alright? Olsen, Kozusu? Honestly, I was looking forward to just hanging out with you, Chizuru-chan.
Well, we can't just tell them to go somewhere else. There's nothing to do but go along with it.
Let's pull ourselves together and have as much fun as we can.
It was the summer holidays, so the pool was overflowing with people. In addition to the families and couples, there seems to be a lot of students like us there too. I feel like this might be a good stopping point.
You think?
I think so. Because we can't do the rest of it. There's still more introductions and it just...
Because, yeah, and it's also 20 after 1 where you're at as well.
Yeah.
To the title screen.
So does that mean we're gonna pick this back up tomorrow night?
Maybe. We will have to see. Hold on. We can't end it. Wait, hold on. Boop, there's
Your
my
son.
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 There's Ibuki. He's so adorable. Anyway.
So
Ibuki.
tomorrow afternoon.
It should be more art, I believe, or I'll just spin the wheel again.
Like we did. Yeah, just like tonight.
Yeah, tonight we spun the wheel. So we either have more Hakuoki alter art streams, or, as Midget makes me drink fucking water, we head back into Fashion Dreamer.
Yeah, there's also that.
Yeah, the past 2 spins for the afternoon streams have been landing on art, so I don't know what the wheel is going to pick. And if there's night stream, we're coming back to SSL and continuing Cosmo's route. Oh boy. So,
In the meantime, please drink water.
have a good day or night.
And try not to die because you didn't drink water. And we will see you tomorrow.
Yep, bye-bye.
Bye.